That's a little strange, I have to say. All right, why? Hiya, Dean. I'm struggling to find, I can't get it up on my YouTube. I've got it on StreamYard, obviously, but I can't get into my YouTube on it tonight. So I'm going to have to rely on everybody being on the ball with the, hiya, Emma, on the ball with the trolls, if I get trolls in. Because I can't do it from here. I have to go into my YouTube, but as I say, it won't bring it up. It's there on YouTube, but it won't bring it up. It's just telling me there's an error. So must be the error of my ways. So how's everybody diddling? It's darn cold tonight. I'm cold in here. I'm going to put my shawl on in a minute, Emma, because thank goodness I've got that to fall back on. It's here, look. And it's going on because I'm chilly. Oops, it is. There we go. Get it around my shoulders. I'm going to be warm. I've got both heaters on. But I think it's because I've left it a bit late putting my heating on tonight. And with Poppy. I've got Poppy on my knee. Poppy's joined us for a while. I don't know how long she'll stop. But she's here. So we'll see. Yeah, so everybody on the ball tonight, if you're a spanner. It's a nuisance. Don't know why it's not letting me on. I'll give it one more try. Bear with. Let's see. No. No, it's not letting me do that. Oh well. I'll have to rely on my mods to keep me. Emma says, hi, Poppy. I've got her. She's been with me all day. I'm here today. You've been with Mummy all day. She's a good girl. Just snuggled up on my knee. She's been on me. I've been sat in the house with my pillow and my cushion behind my back. And a thick, big, thick, snuggly blanket. Well, it's a throw, really, but it's really thick and warm. And I have that doubled. And it just goes right down to the bottom, up to here. She goes underneath it. Harry has a duvet on his beside his chair. I've got one, but it's in the conservatory. I'd sooner have this blanket. The duvet's a bit too bulky for me. So I have made this blanket, and it's lovely. Plus, I also have like blankets, smaller blankets on my chair, so that, because if I don't want to dribble any tea or anything on it, because it's a fairly new suite. Yeah, well, they'll be missing your dad. They will be missing your dad. Poppy's like that. If I'm out somewhere, in fact, she went crazy when I come out of hospital just before Christmas. I says, I'm here. I've not left you. But she don't know that, does she? I mean, your doggies don't know that. It don't matter how many times you tell them he's coming back. I'm sure they don't believe you. Hey, little pudding. My little noodle poodle. Yeah. She good girl. She snuggles up. I've started going to bed earlier at night time. I use my nebulizer around about 9 o'clock-ish downstairs, and I take my medication. Hiya, Trevor. And, oh, excuse me. And then I go to bed about 11, and I have a nebulizer upstairs in the bedroom as well. And I get on there as well. I have another nebulizer upstairs. I'm like, I crawl up to bed. Well, I don't, because I've got a chair, but my chair crawls up to bed, my stair lift. It's getting old, and like me. Oh dear. Yeah, it is. It's getting old, like a nagged like me. We had them out to it last year, and it was just literally 10 years since we had it put in, and it was sort of covered for the first 5 years. We didn't have to pay anything, and then we used to have to call them out. We used to have to pay a call out fee. But now, when we want to pull and drink, I tell them to come out. It cost us 200 and something just to come out, and any parts that we needed. And I said, £200? You kidding? No, she says, that's what it is now. You've let your insurance is finished in over 10 years. So unless we wanted to pay another £300, and they would put it back on for another 10 years. And I said, no. I said, I doubt I'll be here all that time. I'm not paying for something I won't be getting. I'm not stupid, I mean, I know my numbers up, not yet, but you know what I mean. I don't think I shall be here in 10 years' time, let's put it that way. So, refuse to pay it. So now we've not bothered, and we just, let it take its time. It'll get us up and then it'll get us down. And I am. And it's lovely to have a nice, thick, nice, cozy blanket on your leg. I love it. I mean, she gets all curled up underneath. So sometimes she'll lay on top of the blanket, but then another time she'll paw me like this at top of the blanket. She wants to get underneath it. She likes to be snuggled up. She does. She's a right snuggle pup, aren't you? And sometimes we even have snuggles. Don't we, Pops? Hey, I don't know what I'm doing out this little girl. I don't. She's such a good little thing. And they're such lovely companions they are. Like my Rosie. I mean, I miss Rosie still even now, but, Poppy's turned out to be a really good dog, so I've no grumbles there. I'd have preferred to have had another Westie, but we couldn't get one at the time, so... And when we got her, when we saw where we got her from, I think we did the rescue from that. 500 quid, but I don't care. I would have never left her. Never left her there. Place were awful. Only somebody's house, but it were like, oh, I don't know. Hiya, Lorna. Welcome, Chuck. So tonight's this quiz night tonight. It's the first half. As you know, I take them from a quiz book, and each quiz in the book is 16 questions. So I do two full sets for one quiz, so we've got 32 questions. And the first 16 tonight are science and nature. They don't very often come like that, but it does tell you in book if they're going to be on history or whatever. And the first half is science and nature. So if you're into your, have we got Chris in? Hiya, Chris. I didn't see you pop in, Chuck. How you doing? So you need to be into nature and things. Tonight, I actually come in here yesterday. My crap room. I forgot what it looks like in here because I've not been in for ages. I'm honest. I think, everything over Christmas and not being right well. And I am sort of back to normal-ish. Although my taste buds and everything's still gone to cock. But yeah, I've got to start dragging myself back in here now to get some work done. Otherwise, I will put a blooming torch to it, I think. You're going to be lurking? All right, Chuck. No, it's just nice to have you here, Trevor. It's nice that you come on. I watched a video. Oh, yeah. Oh, my Lord. I watch on Facebook, there's a little list at side at top thing, and there's a section where you can just watch. It says watch, and they're all like short videos, all sorts of different videos. Some are quite short, some are quite long, and there are some adverts and blah blah. Even a few crafty ones in between. You don't really get to pick. It just comes up in a roll, and if you don't want to watch that, you just scroll down, and the next one will come up. Well, tonight there's been a couple of spooky ones. Now, I normally don't watch anything like that at night time because it does give me heebie-jeebies, I'll be honest. But it weren't that late. This is like, what time would it be? About 4 o'clock-ish, 4:30. And this one come up, and it weren't a very long one. It was only for 5 minutes. Oh, my God. I'm not kidding. I would have never gone back in that house ever again. Jesus, the actual spirit took over the girl. And, you could see it weren't put on or anything. It was middle of night, and she were on a phone call. Next thing you know, spirit said, this whatever had opened the cupboard door, and she'd not even noticed it opening. She was walking backwards and forwards, talking on the phone, and she walked back into the kitchen, saw this cupboard door open. She just pushed it like that, and all of a sudden she went rigid, and then, it just took over her, for ages. And it really frightened me just watching it. I don't like watching it like that now at night. I used to be all right with it, but no, I'm not anymore. I've had my own experiences, and they weren't nasty experiences, if you know what I mean. They were sort of in a roundabout way family things, so it didn't bother me like it does now. But watching anything like that, when you don't even know that it's there until it actually takes over, and so that's what worries. That's what I don't like about them. It's like, there was somebody on doing a list of these creepy videos, and the guy that was hosting it said, why do people play with the Ouija board? Because it's literally begging for trouble, and I entirely agree with him. I want someone in the house. I've noticed on some of these sellers that do, for resin molds, you can get Luigi, bloody hell, he's Italian, a Ouija boards, molds, and what they call it, pointer thing. You can get them to make your own. I don't think so. I wouldn't have one in here. Not even a mold. I wouldn't have a mold in here. Oh, my Lord. Why are you so beautiful? Are you going to give Mommy a kiss? Are ya? Oh, look at this girl. I'm having a kiss, please. Oh, Mommy, have to kiss her. Kiss. Thank you. Thank you, baby. You're such a good girl. Ain't she a good girl? She loves her mum. Well, I agree up to a point, Trevor, but I'm not kidding. If that had been in my house, I would have been out and gone and never come back. Honestly. Oh, and I actually saved it on one of my playlists on my PC in there. Still to YouTube one. And then I come in here and I've just gone to look at it. I was going to send it for Mandy to watch. And it's not on this playlist. It's on the YouTube in lounge, but it's not on I would have thought that YouTube's all YouTube. Do you know what I mean? It doesn't matter where you put it on from, but it does apparently. So what I've got on file on YouTube here, it's not in there. And yet I get the same emails, you know, Google Mail. Hey, going to Daddy? Go on then. I'm not throwing. She wants me to throw a flaming chicken leg, but I'm not. Right, question for you, especially you, Emma. I bought these. I wanted this size, but I also want some that are about yay big. Where can I get them from? I have looked everywhere. They only went up to a little bit bigger than this in shop where I got them from Boys. I've been on Hobbycraft. They don't do them. They only do this size. I need to know where I can get some from. Wooden. That you can get you should be able, used to be able to anyway, like round but bigger, like for a knitted handbag or a crocheted handbag or whatever. Well, I don't know why, because when I got this PC, because this replaced my smaller one, I plugged it in like everything else and everything comes straight up. So my YouTube were all there, everything were there, and all my other things I've saved are all there, all in my list, my playlists. So I don't know why. Yeah, Italian Luigi, but it's all right. Absolutely, gobs out it once these days, you know. We've looked at curtain rings, Trevor. You're not quite big enough. If they would have been, I would have used them. Mother Care, they look like teeth. And Mother Care's still going. That one, I think that big in at Meadowhall finished, didn't it? I know Workshop one finished. Mind you, everything's finishing in Workshop. We've just lost Pandora. It's not been there long. Jewelers. W.H. Smith's has gone. M&Co's going. Christ, we didn't even know that. They snuck that one in. There's no end. Even butchers and everything. They weren't there 5 minutes and they were gone. They took original butchers over that were there. It's been there years, alls. And then I forgot what they call it now, this one, but they've got them in Retford, but they've shut towers down. And another one come in and they were there 5 minutes and it's a jeweller's now. So I don't know, there's that many places shut down. We've lost Bon Marsh, that's gone. What's the other one? Dorothy Perkins and the man's shop, what they call it? They were together. Forget. Oh, my memory is terrible, but they're all going. It's dead. Workshop they're killing it. We've got a Works, and to be quite honest, I'm expecting that to go very shortly. It's rubbish Workshop now, and I used to love it. I used to love going to Top Man. That's the one, yeah. That was the one that's with the Dorothy Perkins, yeah. Oh, Burton's, yeah. I think it were Burton's actually. I think they called it both. If I'm right, I'm not sure, but I think it were Burton's and it was Top Man. But also it was Dorothy Perkins downstairs and I Cow and Man's one upstairs. Gone now anyway. What they've done, Greg's has now took that big shop on corner because they'd only got a little corner shop with like 2 tables for coffee. But now they've got a big shop and they've got about 8 tables in there for, you know, if you want to go in and have a cup of coffee and what have you. Made it nicer being Greg's, but I'm not fussed. I think you just want to charge a bit extra because you're sitting indoors. We go and sit on the bench outside. Although that's something else. I noticed that a couple of big benches that were on precincting workshop, they've been removed. And I said to Harry, I think it's because there's that many druggies now and junkies that they're sleeping in all empty shop doorways. It's awful at night. In fact, I read something on, we get neighbour, Rhodesia next door, and it's, I think everybody gets the same thing, but in your own area. And they were saying that people are getting spiked on a regular basis. And I thought, what do they mean by spiked? Stabbings. Bloody hell. In Worksop, Rotherham, Sheffield, and roundabout, Retford, Doncaster. Jesus. And they're just going around stabbing people for now, just for fun. So that ain't gonna happen. We don't go anywhere late at night anyway. You know, we don't go anywhere. We like to get there round about midday or just after dinner. One takes us an hour and a half and home. I only go in about 3 shops in Worksop anyway now. I don't like B&M. They've spoiled that since we got the floods last year, and they shut shop down for weeks and weeks and weeks. They had a new floor and everything put in, but then they had all changed around, and it's more like a supermarket now, proper normal, like Sainsbury's or that kind of supermarket. Rubbish. Don't like it anymore like it is now. They've spoiled it. It used to be all right, but don't like it now. I won't go in. If I don't like it, I won't go in. And I tell you, I was gutted when I saw M&Co were going. And I went in because it was said like it was 70% off. Yeah, right. Mind you, some of their prices to start with, they probably were 70% off, but they were still ridiculous prices. So, you know, I have dropped on a couple of nice things now and again, but not very often in a sale. But there we go. So that's Worksop that's turned into a miserable hole. A lot of people are moaning about it. But you know, what can you do? It's life, isn't it? Places like Medwall and them kind of places, they're taking all business. But you've got everything under one roof. You know, why not? If you don't mind driving all that way, which is a balling job for us, but you know, we don't go. If I want to go anywhere like that, I'll get Claire to take me. We like to go and have a day shopping somewhere. We have M&Co are clothes, ladies, gents, children's, bit on pricey side, but they were nice clothes. But they're going now. They in fact, I would imagine, when do we go? Oh, have you noticed? Don't like these. Don't like them. I look like a bloody librarian now. Don't like them. Oh my God, I was bloody conned when I got these glasses. Dear, you live and learn them. Specsavers. I think I've done with Specsavers now. But I wanted, they sent for me, saying I was due for an eye test in January. And I'm thinking, I know he said they wanted me to start going every year because I've got developing cataracts and they want to keep an eye on them. Oh, pardon the pun. No pun intended. Anyway, so I got this letter. Now, last time I went, it was, they called him Abdul, and you know, he were a lovely bloke. He were, obviously, I don't know, Arabic type nationality. They were a smashing bloke, very clear spoken, you could understand every word. He were really nice. And he was saying that I asked me if I'd ever had prisms in my glasses. And I said, I've never heard of them, you know, in glasses before. So he says, well, he said, I thought you might have already had them. Looking at your past record, I thought, oh. So anyway, he said, well, I'd like you to try prisms in your lenses, see how you go. So, but I had to go. If you remember, I was going to eye doctor at Doncaster because he sent me, because I got double vision. He said I was getting double vision. Well, I were, when I was doing my eye test, I was getting double vision. And now if I take my glasses off, I got double vision. Everything's like 1.5 or 2 smushed together. So when I went this time, when I rang up, I said, but they're saying I'm supposed to be coming once a year. I said, well, I went to see eye doctor at Doncaster in April, and I didn't get my glasses until after then, because obviously I was sorting this double vision thing out. So they said, oh, right, well, you're about due. So I said, well, I'll come in anyway. If that's, if I'm due, I'll come in and get my eyes tested. Then they come out, do you want the normal test or do you want the enhanced test? So I said, excuse me, what? Now they do a second eye test, and it's more, more in depth, and, they go into all back of your eyes and everything. But they do that anyway. They do that anyway when you're having an eye test, because that's what they take back of your phone. Take a photograph of that stupid thing and then puff her hair in your eye and all that rubbish. Anyway, when I was talking to optician, when I actually got in for my eye test, she was saying, I said, it's supposed to be every 12 months now. I've been coming every 2 years. She says, oh no, it's down here every 6 months. Right. It's just cost me 140 odd quid for these glasses. I wanted them to put them in my old frames that I had previous to the ones I was wearing, because I liked those frames, like I liked the frames I've just finished using. And she says, if you do that, it's going to cost you more. So I said, how so? She said, well, if you have new frames from £89 upwards, you get your varifocals, or I'm not sure whether it were varifocals or reactions, half price. So I said, right. So what's that going to be then? So, and then I've got these prisms. Now, last time when I had prisms, last year, this woman did it me, and she kept going down a bit and going down a bit. With price, it was getting lower and lower. And I said, well, keep going, I'm enjoying this. And then she said, oh, and half price for your prisms. That knocks it right down. Half of everything for your prisms. £66 is what I paid last year. All right. So when I was saying to her about it this year, to the woman that were doing me prescription, getting me glasses ready and everything, for starters, she said, the glasses that I'd got wouldn't fit the prisms. So I said, right. So she said, so really you're going to have to have new lenses, new frames. So I said, oh, if I must, I must. So she said, well, it's all right, you'll stay there. She says that because I got my wheelchair and I was sort of having to manoeuvre to get in and out the aunt desk. I mean, they've only got one desk on the lowest floor, and that was the one I was in. So she said, I'll go and fetch a few frames for you, and that's similar to these that I took in to be used. And she says, we've not got that particular frame in, but she said, and they haven't still got the one I was wearing in, still in stock. So I had to have something else. So she brought me these, I think there were 4 or 5 pairs of frames. I nearly died. I didn't realise straight away, actually. I was a bit slow because, well, that's me all over nowadays. But when she brought them, and it didn't hit me, it was in the back of my mind, but it didn't hit me, that they were £99 frames. Right. And I was sat in waiting to go and see them this weekend to get me new glasses. And while we sat waiting, I just happened to look up at all glass frames, they're all on one wall, you know, different prices. I said to Harry, look at that. I said, there's one row now of £49 frames. There's one row of £69 frames. There used to be four £69 frame rows. One at £49, and think the others, there were one row at £14, and I think those were for children, if I'm not mistaken. Children can still have designer frames if they want them, but these particular ones. So I didn't realise, because she fetched all these frames for me to choose from, didn't dawn on me, did it, that she'd not picked 89 frames up, she's picked £99 frames up. So I paid £99, well, I'm saying I paid. So I've got a pair of £99 frames and all my bits and pieces in it, and it's cost me 140 quid. If I'd have had my old frames that I took in, it would have been £176. It's bloody con. It really is a con. But then not to after all that, she couldn't work these here prisms into these frames. So she went and fetched this other woman who's been with Specsavers 15 years. She's got 15-year badge on. And she come and she said, the prisms won't fit in these frames. Right, well, I'm thinking, well, you know, what you're telling me for? I don't understand any of it, you know, all these bits and bobs that they have to check and write down. But anyway, she says she couldn't work it out. She couldn't understand why it wouldn't work with these frames. So she was faffing about, and backwards and forwards. And then she says, just a minute, I want to try something here. So I just sat back and thought, we're here for bloody March. Anyway, she was fiddling about. Now, the frames I were actually wearing, which were the ones that had got the prisms in, that I got last year, she was trying to put that frame in with the prisms, and it's saying that those frames weren't big enough for prisms. And I looked at her gone out, because I said, well, I never had any of this trouble last year. I picked my glasses, no messing about whether they'd fit or not. They did, and that were it, job were done. They've literally had to buy a set of frames just for my lenses, for lenses to go in because of prisms. They've had to go to a manufacturer. I've never heard of such a bloody load of rubbish in all my life. So I'm really disillusioned with Specsavers, and we're going to start. We're going to start looking for somewhere else to go. I'm even going to, I don't mind them doing me eye test. They can do me eye test because they know what's what. But I'll have my prescription and I'll shop online or wherever. I'll go to a different optician's for my glasses. It's ridiculous. But it is literally, it's a racket. I'm with you there, Chris. It really is. They just, you know. And I said, well, why did I get me prisms so much cheaper than last year? She said, well, you must have been on some kind of a benefit. And I said, well, I wasn't on a benefit. She never asked me if I were. She said, well, it's down here. You must have been on something. I won't have, well, I have mine all in, Trevor, in one, because I can't be doing with swapping glasses over to look. I look at screen, I'm fine, and I look down and I can see fine. I get on with my varifocals, amazing. Absolute. Harry doesn't like them. He's had varifocals and doesn't like them. He has 2 pairs. But I won't be without mine. I like my varifocals. I've had them right from word go, varifocals, since the not first pair. I think first pair I ever had, it was from Vision Express in Meadowhall then, and back a lot of years. And I had a pair of Vision and a pair of reading glasses. But at that time, I weren't working on computers or like that, you know, so it didn't matter. I just wore my reading glasses for reading when I was literally sitting, reading, enjoying a good book. But now I have mine, I've got to have varifocals. I will go spare. if I didn't have my varifocals on. I would. I mean, I couldn't do with the bifocals. He's tried bifocals. I did warn him. I said, you've got a line straight across bifocals. You'll not like it if I send you dizzy. And I got on with mine straight away. First time I ever wore my varifocals. I loved them right from the word go. Only thing I found were a bit strange first time I wore them was when you're coming downstairs and you're looking down. Oh, they don't seem a long way. Yeah. Hiya, Flower, how you doing? Well, I know, but she's been with this one that were trying to sort me out at finish. We were there a good nearly an hour. You know, well, and as I said, that we never had any issues at all with prisms. With first time I had them, which was last May time, I should say. And they were brilliant. I loved them right from the get-go. I loved them. I mean, you look at me now, look on mine. I've got this like background on mine, and it's like pink and red, and then pink paws, doggy paws, all along top, and then paws jump off screen. It's like watching a 3D film. Things come out at you. It's lovely. You've got a really good definition on your vision. I won't be without prisms now. I really do like them. I do. But yeah, I mean, our Claire said the same thing. She says she's got really disillusioned with the Specsavers. You know, it's all for themselves now. You know, thinking that, you know, she might have thought, she could have thought, well, here's a pensioner, you know, and we're adding this, that, and other on, where they should be trying to get this, that, and other short, you know, made less, like she did last year. And if other one could do it, why couldn't she? I never told her I were on benefits. She never asked me that last year, and I never said I were on benefits. She just did it, and she says, oh, I can take you another half of that off because you've got prisms in. There you go, you see. I never said I'd never even mentioned benefits last year. But this year I've got to be on benefits to get that, whatever it were. So somebody's pulling somebody's leg, I reckon. I don't know. All right, is that why? Well, yeah, I suppose it would. I thought it was just going to be easier because they're like talking every year. I mean, and then she said when did I have my eyes tested? 3 weeks ago. Nobody's even bothered ringing me to let me know my glasses were ready. I rang up on Thursday afternoon because she'd rung me 2 weeks previous and said, we've managed to get your frames made. So now we've just got to get your lenses in them. So I said, right. She says, and I'll give you a ring when they're ready. And I said, okay, fair enough. Not a word. And I says to Harry, it's been 3 weeks now. So I rang up on Thursday and she said, oh, yes, they're here, they're ready. Nobody let me know. Nobody let me know. So, and as I say, it were 140 odd quid. And, you know, I'm not paying 140 odd, 850 quid every 6 months for glasses. There's no way. Do you know, Trevor, we went to Vision Express first off. Very first place I had glasses from, Vision Express. You know, hello, how you doing, Chuck? Everybody were asking about you, Ducky Bud. Glad you're on. I'm hoping you're all right. Feeling a bit better. Not got to be poorly. So, yes, so that's my miserable week. And I picked these out because they were supposed best at bunch. But I don't like them. Don't like them on. The two, I feel like a bloody librarian, you know. And I don't know, can you see that? I've got one ear higher than other, I reckon. You see? So I can't see, you can see my eyebrow up top of this eye, can't they, look? This slanting because I've got one ear lower than other, or higher than other, or whatever. I must have. Because my glasses are cockeyed. cockeyed. Pardon the pun. Anyway, have we got Percy in yet? Percy, Adrian, late. Oh, they've got them in doctor's notes. Amanda's not come either. Who else we're missing? Mark and Mark. There's only 5. Oh, 6 in now. But yeah, I'll that if anybody is interested in seeing that video, I'll send it to you on Messenger from my other PC. Oh my God. Freckled me to death. There were another one actually as well that followed it, but I didn't bother putting that on me. What, you know, I didn't save that one, but I did this one because it was just unbelievable. Absolutely. I don't need 2 pairs though. That's the thing. I only have 1 pair because I don't have reading glasses, and you have to pay. If I had 2 pairs, I'd have to pay again for the varifocals and reactions on them, and it's not worth it. I never change my glasses. I have the same pair on. I'm very careful with them anyway. I mean, I know there's always a possibility that something could happen, but I've got my others to fall back on. And next time I'm saying next time, wherever I go, I shall have the ones I've just stopped wearing, I'll have them done again. Because they're not plasticky, they're like a metal frame. They're really nice frames. But I just don't like these at all. I won't let her. She said, do you want me? Are they all right? Do they feel all right? I said, they're fine. They feel really good. You know, I didn't want to mess with them because I have got one ear higher than other, and I don't want to twist it and thing. And I'll tell you for why. When I'm in there, in other room, in lounge, with my PC, I have headphones on, and it presses me ears to me side of my head, obviously. And if they mess about with glasses and twiddle them about, they hurt. It presses them thing. Whereas if it's, you know, like these have not been touched, these are not pressing onto my ears. But if I wear my big headphones, they hurt. They hurt the side of my head, there, back of my ear. So I didn't want her to. And apart from which, we'd spent enough time we literally sat 20 minutes, half an hour, waiting for somebody to see to us. This was on Friday. There was 2 customers in shop that we could see, and there were about 8 staff, and there were 3 stood about like this, chatting to the mates and looking around, you know, like. And I'm thinking, I'm sure somebody could have come and, you know, just got me my glasses. It were only for a pickup, but I says to Harry, I says, they look eager, don't they, to play? If they can see they're rushed off the feet. So there we go. So yeah, I think we fell out with Specsavers. Harry's got to go to hospital anyway because he's diabetic. He's got to go see eye specialist at hospital before he has his done anyway. And he's had an appointment come through. And it's 9 o'clock in the morning, so he's not really happy about that. I'm going to see if he can get it put later. You don't like that? You don't do 9 o'clock in the morning these days. I do. I could have done this morning up at 7 o'clock again. Fed up. I never used to get up at 7 o'clock. Used to be more like 10:30, 11 o'clock. It was lovely laying in bed. Can't do it now. Don't know. Ever since this bloody COVID thing. Since first time I went in hospital. I fed up. Oh, we've got 7 in, but I were hoping that we'd have Percy and who is it? Mark and Adrian. Lisa's not in. She sometimes don't come in if she's not feeling very well. But I never go for free pair anyway. I wouldn't bother with free pair. Not if I just don't see a need. Cooking breakfast. Oh, what you having for your breakfast? I've just had my tea. I had, oh, it was lovely. I enjoyed it. I had 2 jacket taters with butter on and coronation chicken from Sainsbury's. Yummy. It was gorgeous. I have to get all chicken out for Poppy. I have to suck all sauce off it and then give her chicken. She loves my chicken. She likes chicken. I made chicken soup Saturday. Chicken soup I made Saturday, and we had it when it was fresh made Saturday. And Poppy and I had some yesterday, and then I froze 3 lots ready for later in the week, And I had to get all chicken out of it. It's a good job I put plenty in. Steak and eggs. Oh my good night. Steak. Can't let me buy steak here. It's an arm and a leg. Job for decent steak, that is. Harry's gone off food. Not food. I wish you would watch food. You've got a belly. He's gone off meat. He's not a big meat lover at all. Harry. He don't mind a bit of bacon and he don't mind a bit of sausage, but he's not. He's gone right off it. I was buying us each a sirloin steak each from Tesco's. I think they were lovely. They were £4 each. I think they were worth it. Oh, pot roast. Still nice. Still nice. Yeah, Emma's one of them that were worrying about you, Lou. Wondering how you were doing. And Dee and Mandy and Trev. All usual crowd. So, well, we're up to 10. So now we're back down to 9. Oh, dearie me. It's a bit of a hit and miss tonight job, isn't it? Shall we just have a good old natter? Do you want to come on? Anybody want to come on and talk? Save listening to me rattling on. Anybody want to come on? I'll put my link up if you want to come on. Speak now or forever hold your watch this. Because I get boring after a while. You must be sick to death of hearing me rattling on. Good old Trevor. Let me see. There we go. That's our Trevor. Anybody else? Anybody else want to pop on? I'll put link up. Do you want to borrow my glasses? The link is there. Where are you? It'll only be a black screen with a big kiss on it. Can you not see it linked, Trevor? Where are you? Talk to me. Anybody else? I don't know where you are, Mr. But my link's up. There he is, look.
Can you hear me, Mother?
I can hear you, Chuck.
I was busy. I'm doing a video to put up.
Right.
I thought I'll come on with you.
Yeah, somebody click me off then now because it won't. I can't do it. It won't let me take that off. That link.
What's the matter?
I can't take my link off now.
Wait a minute. I ain't got my phone. I can't find it.
I don't know why it won't put me on. Is there anybody else on there that's got a spanner? They can take it off for me.
Yeah, I'll do it.
Oh, Emma's saying here's my top man. I'm going to tell you something now, Trevor, and you don't have to be too upset about it. Try not to be. But Emma was flirting with two very nice ambulance men.
Was she?
Oh, yes.
Well, that's gone then.
That's, yeah, terrible. Shocking. Because they were both lovely. Mind you, it sounds like a mum doing more chatting up than she was doing. I don't know.
Wait a minute, let's just get you. Oh, I've clicked on it again. I don't want to click on it, do I?
No, you just go to.
Oh, I can't remove it because I'm in here with you.
Lou, are you on Facebook? Oh, listen at me, Facebook. Are you on YouTube?
Chat and one of you are blue moderators. Can you just unclick the link for StreamYard, please?
Click it off, please.
Because you don't want any of her hunky porno stars coming on again.
Oh my God, no! Don't please, no! Don't wish that on me again. Oh my God, no! Never, 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 never.
I never saw it. I was on, but I was on just after it happened.
Well, I clicked the wrong bloody thing and put them on full screen. That's what upset me more than anything. Because I got in a panic. Oh, dearie me!
YouTube know that it's.
It won't let you, won't it?
I think Lou's done it, hasn't she? She's just.
Oh, Cal's tried, and she said it won't let her. And Chris says that mods can't overwrite host posts, even though I can't get this up on YouTube.
I can't do it because it.
Let me see if I can get it up on YouTube.
Let me see if I can.
No, it's coming up as error on my YouTube. It won't let me come into it. You can't. Oh, not to worry then. I don't know. Oh, it should be a way, really.
Wait a minute. If I go into comments, I can't do it from StreamYard, can I?
Well, I can't. That's what I'm saying. It's like.
And I can't do it. I can't override you on the chat. I've just tried it on my phone and it won't let me do it.
No. It's like, stop them. Which is unfortunate.
Well, it don't matter. I mean, if you're in the bottom, all you've got to say is get rid of them, kick them out, isn't it? Or
yeah. Now I know. I mean, as I say, it was all very.
You used to be able to. I don't know why they've not let you now.
There's a lot of things you can't do at the minute. I don't know. Things are changing with YouTube and StreamYard and. Oh, it was funny, Cal, not from my point of view. It was horrendous. Really. Oh, my God. I can laugh about it now when I think about it, but, not at the time. Now I'm mortified. I was crying. I weren't going to come back on.
Yeah, it shouldn't be.
Yeah. People shouldn't do things
the
like
way
that.
it is ask them to put their hands in the air. Or put 4 fingers up, and then you know they're live. If not, you know that it's a video.
Yeah.
But it is disgusting.
Shocking that way. I mean, I get plenty of trolls, and I'm not that bothered about them. They don't worry me such. But yeah, that were a bit of a different ball game altogether. That one were. No, I don't know. It won't let me. I can't get onto YouTube on my stream. It's telling me there's an error. So I don't know why. Everybody else is on from YouTube. But I can't on my own thing.
Yeah.
So no.
Strange, isn't it? But with your one on the inside, it might be that you signed into .co.uk on one and .com with the other. That's the only reason I think why you're not getting the same playlist.
Well, like I say, you know, when I plugged it in, that's literally what I did. Plugged it in, put my Ethernet cable and everything in, and it just set itself up. And it come up exactly the same as it does on that screen in there.
Yeah.
I don't know. I mean, I didn't actually literally have to put YouTube, whatever, you know, or emails or anything in. It just did it automatically. Because I thought, oh, blimey, that was good. Didn't have to do it. Everything, including Facebook, Pinterest, all them, all come up. All same.
Yeah, it's not good when they mess up. I mean, .co.uk, they actually a server, to be honest. It's all .com. They just use a different
Just
thing.
Like, try to be good, don't they?
So how's your resin been going? You've been doing much of it?
I've not been doing anything at the minute, Trevor. Oh, I'm lying. I've done one, almost finished. This is for lease.
Oh, that's nice. I like that. Oh, it lights up, does it? Oh.
Yeah, that's for lease. I've just got to put its hanging things on here like a chain. It's for oh, best not say in case the daughter's watching. I don't think there will be. Yeah, so it's turned a nice colour, that one, actually, but it's been a bit of a miss at the start where it got me a bit concerned. I thought I would have to do it all over again, but anyway, it worked.
Well, I use that resin. I ain't buying that. They've gone up. £79 they want for two 500ml, 2 litre bottles. You could sod off.
Oh, that one I use, it's you get six litres, is it, or 6 kilos for £54 something. No, £64 something, I think it is.
This is only a litre. It might be a litre, half a litre in each, so that's a litre.
No, I get, mine are big bottles, big cartons.
I thought, no, I ain't paying that price. I'd rather just shop on Amazon or something.
I'll get mine from Amazon anyway. But I've even saved me smaller bottles to pour it into because they're too big. You can tip them over or something, you know, you're going to end up spilling it. So I saved me little bottles and put them in, put it in a bit at a time, and then don't use it all up. I've got about another one. I've got nearly a full bottle down here of the topped up ones, and then I've got enough, I think, to fill them again once, and then that'll be done. Yeah. I don't know whether I should be buying as big a carton next time, because I'm at the moment not doing much because I'm getting bogged down with it. Stuff, you know what I mean?
You want to check bits on eBay, Annie?
I've tried, you know, I used to put stuff on eBay without any trouble at all. And now they made it awkward. I don't know what they've done, what's different, or if it's just me. But see, everything seems more complicated.
Yeah, they've done now, especially with clothes. You've got to put in the item size.
Yeah.
This, that, the other. You know what I mean?
Yeah, they changed things, so
you've got SKU numbers to put in, and it's just a faff. It really is. But have you tried Vinted? Try that one.
Do you know, I've seen that advertised and thought to myself, I could try that one, but I haven't, I'll be honest.
Yeah,
now you said that reminded me, I'll write it down because it looked all right, that Vinted.
Because Etsy's been racked over the knuckles, isn't it?
Well, I don't like Etsy. Oh, Etsy, I won't pay Etsy price.
The reason why is because they've been racked, saying that they're no longer for crafters, that they're bringing in China people and all that. You know, like the Chinese, like AliExpress and things like that. They were on Watchdog the other week about it.
Are they?
Yeah, they really got wrecked for it.
I've seen a few videos over probably last 6 months where there's been a few people that made why I've left Etsy.
Yeah.
And I've gone and listened to it, and you know, they've been sort of making it so that they've got more say over your shop than what you've got. And
Well, they're saying go free postage. You need to do this. You need to do that. And people
I don't mind shipping all around the world as long as they don't mind paying postage. I'll send it. You know what I mean?
Well, there's no way you could ship around the world without.
At least.
I mean, the postage cost is unbelievable, isn't it?
Yeah, yeah. But I mean, I try to keep it down as low as I can. I post in these little padded brown envelopes if it's only a small item, you know, and it's always, you know, better that way than putting them in boxes and making them heavy.
Yeah.
If it's something that needs protecting, I use plenty of bubble wrap. I save any bubble wrap that comes from something I bought, you know, because I will go, oh, no, don't tell me you're going to save it yet. Yeah, don't throw it, I'm saving it. Well, I know.
I tried.
How
are you, Lise? Didn't see you there. But it's a joke what the postage is at the moment. It's disgusting. Yeah. Absolutely disgusting. I think under a kilo now to go abroad is something like 30 quid.
Yeah.
35 quid.
This is one of the reasons I won't buy from abroad for me diamond painting. I'll get them from Ali because sometimes it's free postage.
Have you noticed AliExpress and all? If you want to buy something on Ali, they're not posting to the United Kingdom a lot now. A lot of them have gone non-postage to United Kingdom.
All right, I've not seen any of that.
I get me moulds and that because they're cheaper and they're the same mould, same thing. But
what, resin moulds?
Chocolate moulds for me wax melts and everything like that I use. So, but they wanted like everywhere I'm looking at the moment, not posting to the UK, not posting to the UK, and I think, oh, what's that over? And then I thought it's over Brexit, innit? Because now they're going to start be charged bleeding import duties, aren't they, or export? So.
Because I wonder when you're saying that, I'm thinking, is it something to do with this Russian carry on with Ukraine causing it?
Well, I think everything will go sky high. Your fuel and that's going to go sky high now. I know it is anyway, but
I wouldn't say they'd started already, hadn't they? They'd started before this kicked off. So
you laugh. He's saying, "I'm giving you 200 quid towards it." No, you ain't. You want the money back. It's a loan. So you know, and you've got no choice whether you want to opt in or out. You're getting it.
Yeah, well, I mean, they were saying that this gas price rise is going to start in April. Well, I beg to differ because I've just had two ridiculous bills. And I've actually been it's a long story, so I won't go through it. But I mean, since last November, I wanted to query my bill because they said it was estimated. And I couldn't understand why it was estimated when the bloody man was here knocking on my door and coming in and taking meter reading.
He's just done a video on YouTube. What's the guy's name? The money expert guy. He goes on this morning.
All right.
Martin saying, is it? I can't think of his name. He's just done a video about your fuel on YouTube and what to do because he's brilliant. I can't think of his name. Well, but he's saying if you've got a meter, pre-meter that some people have, and it isn't a smart meter, he's saying top it right up to the max because once that kicks in April, they can't change that until that money's gone anyway. So
we don't have a money meter.
Lewis, that's it.
And we can't even have a smart meter. They've tried it with a smart meter. So I said, well, whatever, yes, and I sent an engineer out. He come and he had a look where our meter, where he says, we can't do it, love. And I said, well, don't look at me. I said, it's not me that wants it, it's your lot that wanted it. So unless they're prepared to pay for it to be shifted, we won't be paying for it to be shifted. So you'd like to lump it. And he says, we can't do it with that. It's right up in the ceiling in the kitchen, literally in the ceiling.
But if you've got a meter that isn't a smart meter, you can put top it to the max, and then they can't change your bill until that. So he's saying on the 31st of March, top it right up because the new fees coming on the 1st of April, But if you top your meter up, they can't bring them fees in until that is all gone on your meter. But it doesn't work on a smart meter. It's the old pre
Yeah, well,
top.
ours is old meters, but
He's also, just have a look at it, Martin Lewis. He's also saying about other ways to deal with it. But they reckon £750 a year your bill's going to go up.
well, here's a little secret. I mean, we have our gas and our electric from British Gas, and we had in November they sent us a £600 bill. And thinking back, and I'm thinking, just a minute, it was July, August, September, October bill that. And I thought, well, August, hottest bloody month of the year, I've never had a bill £600 ever for both gas and electric combined.
Yeah.
Ever. Never had a £600 bill. This was just for gas. And I says, sorry, were it just for gas, that one? Yeah, it were just for gas, I think. Anyway, I rang them up, and of course it's an Indian call centre. And I don't think that woman had been working for them very long. I don't think she understood English properly. I mean, I know I've got a bit of a twang to my accent, but I'm pretty sure I'm clear enough. When I say I have never had a bill this big, there's a problem. I need it sorting. We gave her the numbers again. I went out and I read the meters. I read electric and told me, and I'm writing them down. I went outside and read gas. And every time she come in, she kept saying, sorry, can you tell me your numbers again? I've forgotten what they were. So I tell her again, gas, electric, daytime, nighttime, blah, blah. Right, thank you. Just bear with me a minute. Off she go then. Got about 5 minutes, come back. Sorry, have you got your numbers again, please? I bet she asked me above a dozen times for my numbers. Then she got the cheek to ask me, go and read your meter again.
Yeah.
So I did. Now I'll tell you what she did. She put £600 on and then decided to take it away. So what did she do with that? She credited us. She credited us £600. It's not our money because we've not paid it, but she put it in our credit.
Yeah.
Then she did it again, whatever it was she was doing, £600, right? And then she credited us again. So now we've got £1,300 that's not our money in our credit.
Bloody hell.
And now one or two people said to me, well, I won't tell them no. I won't tell them. And I said, the thing is, I know it's not our money.
Yeah, I mean, there is a point. You know what? You'll be the unlucky bugger that gets caught. You know
I wouldn't do it anyway.
But at the end of the day, I mean, that's peanuts to them. That's literally peanuts to them fuel companies.
Yeah. Well, anyway, so I didn't pay it. Then next thing we've got them coming out again. When did they come? Anyway, come January, I think it was sometime in January. And I said, right, can you tell me when this? He only read electric. And I said, wait a minute, what, aren't you reading gas? Oh, he said, we don't do that. He said, they have somebody else to come out to do gas. I said, you're kidding me. He says, no. I said, why does it take two people? You're here. You could do both. They used to do. Only a couple of years beforehand, they used to do it. One guy come and did both. No, he says, no. He says, so I said, all right, well, tell me anyway, when will this go on to the system? So he says, either later today or tomorrow at the latest.
Yeah.
It'll go on for 3 weeks.
Yeah.
Then we got a bill again. This time, don't forget, I've got this £600 not paid yet. This time it was for £1,300. But it was another bill. That was the two bills added together.
Credit gone off then.
But it was still too much for me. But I said, the thing was, it said that they were actually meter read bills. And if they were meter read bills, that meant it had to have pulled it back to itself, back to correct.
Yeah.
Because even if they'd overcharged us on first one, if the meter had been read the second time round, it would have leveled itself out, wouldn't it?
Yeah. Yeah.
So we paid that. So I think we paid nearly £1,300 in February.
But that's your credit that she put on. They took that back, have they?
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
you got that on your bill.
No, I'm not credited now. We're on nil. We've got a zero anything now. Everything's straightened out. That's why I waited for another bill, because I said I weren't going to pay until we got proper meter readings.
Yeah.
But yeah, we had a right job, and I did actually ring them again. And woman's supposed to be going to ring me in March, but whether she does or not, I don't know. I don't care. I'll just say it's done. We've sorted it. We're level. We're straight.
I mean, this is like you've got like I think Cal just said hers is going up £800. This is that's for this summer, yeah, in April the 1st. Then they're reviewing it again in October. Yeah. Now this is before the Ukraine scenario. So what's going to happen now with this war going on? That's going to double again, isn't it?
Well, I heard on news today that so far Britain has sent out £400 million for these refugee people from Ukraine already.
Yeah.
It's been a week, a fortnight at very most.
Yeah.
And already we've spent £400 million.
Yeah. But I mean, I don't know what the answer is.
Yes, I have. I don't like them. You got
At the end of the day, it's a sad war, and it should never happen. It's because again we're left with a nutter, and that's it, isn't it?
Yeah, it makes me want to cry. We're looking at papers while Claire decided when we went shopping last week, just go and get my own trolley because I need a lot of stuff this week. So I was just stood looking at headlines on newspapers while we're in the supermarket, and I was near to tears just looking at these babies and children that's suffering. And okay, love to you.
Get well soon, girl.
Nice to see you again, Chuck. Take care. Stay safe. Yeah, so yeah, I was really upset, and I said, it's barbaric, and he's just a barbarian. He's a dictator, he's not a president. Presidents don't act like that.
Well, he's coming to the end of his life, and he knows it and all.
Yeah.
You know, his people are falling out of him. He's nearly 70 years of age. He's had to do something, hasn't he? But I've just read there is a talk of a coup. One of his commanders is apparently there's going to be a coup. So I hope they do and they topple him. Because once
somebody's got to. It's going to be his own people that stop him, because they'll not let him start nuclear.
What's going to work is a coup, because he hasn't got although, you know, they say he's got the finger on the button, he hasn't. He's got the command to do it, but they wouldn't do it. They'd put a bullet in his head, or he'll have a nice little art.
They won't let him do it. I don't think there's not many Russians very happy about what he's doing so far.
Yeah, that's true. That is very true.
So, you know, I mean, these soldiers that have actually gone into Ukraine, and then they've been captured. They've let themselves be captured because they don't want to go back.
Well, he duped them. He said they're going on
exercise. He did.
And they didn't even know they were in the Ukraine. They thought they were still in Russia. Adrian, didn't see you there, mate.
Is it Adrian? Metal detect in England?
Oh, no, that I don't know.
I'm terrible with names. Just tell me who you are, because I forgot.
Yeah, it is Adrian.
Adrian?
I'm sure it is. Is it Adrian?
Dorset.
That looks like Adrian.
Adrian, it is Adrian. We've had a name change. Oh, you little beggar. Now then, you're trying to trick me just because I'm an old lady. My lovely Adrian.
I just went his channel and I could see his face.
Oh, bless you. We were just saying. He's having a right bloody laugh at me now, you little sod. Oh, dear.
I had to question it when you said it then. I thought, oh, yeah, it ain't got Dorset in it.
Yeah. He's got same avatar, though, hasn't he?
And his face, well, I've just clicked. So you can click now and you can go on their channel in the chat again. I didn't know that.
Right.
But I don't think you could do it while you're on StreamYard. I'm looking on my phone. But if I click on his name, it says go to channel. So they brought that back then.
But I don't mean to say you can sub to them, though, does it?
No, well, you can't, but you could sub while you're over there.
It's a shame, really, because I mean, it was great when somebody come on you that you could just pop on and go and sub to them. And
With YouTube, they keep changing the goalposts every 5 minutes, getting on my tip.
yeah,
You bring it out and then you get rid of it. What's that all about?
Yeah, they're rubbish YouTube, they're in.
And the bald, around the table, the bald people have got like how to fix YouTube for dummies. You know what I mean?
I keep getting emails, monthly email from them. I never read it. We have changes coming to YouTube. You know, just have a read. I don't bother.
Oh yes, they gave the channel to mods only, but it's where it's most needed. I suppose so. Yeah, that's a good idea.
Yeah. Well, I think just about everybody's a mod on my channel anyway.
Well, I mod everyone because that way the trolls ain't.
I went back and subbed on to you actually the other day.
Yeah.
Because
I do a lot on TikTok now. I've gone over there.
Yeah. Oh, I can't be asked, to be honest.
Well, it's so much easier. I'll just get the camera out, you can do a 7-second video, a 15-second video, a 3-minute video. You're up to 10 minutes now. They've just brought that out.
What would I do in 7 minutes on resin? 7 seconds on resin.
Yeah, well, you could put it on. You could do the whole thing. I'll tell you what I've done. I've done a half-hour video down to 29 seconds. I put it on that super speed thing. You still get to see it all.
If they were doing, I was spilling it all. I was doing it double speed. Don't take much for me to spill it normally.
But I love TikTok. I really do. I find it, first of all, it's a bit dubious, but I thought it was anymore.
Yeah, no, I don't actually go on YouTube very often now. Even I do me like cows. I go on cows, Mondays. Anybody that I went on, I actually did a double shuffle last night because went on cows for a bit, but I were having problems with buffering. So I'll come out of it and I spotted Adrian were on. Not Adrian, Percy were on. So I went and had a quick nip into Percy's and said hello.
Yeah.
And then he went on that long anyway, so I come out and I ended up getting ready for going to bed. I'm not doing, I don't stop up late these days. I go and get in bed and get my book and have my nebulizer for a second time while I'm upstairs. It makes me feel a bit better. Sometimes can't bloody tell I've had it, half the time.
When you're back for your reset, your assessment on your medication then, Annie?
They don't. It's very rare.
Perhaps you need an assessment on your nebulizer because you can up that, can't you? What are you on, 100 millilitres?
I can have my nebulizer.
Sorry, Cal. I'll private message you that one, my love, because I separated the two from TikTok to YouTube, if you don't mind.
2.5 millilitres.
2.5 millilitres. Yeah, that's what Mum.
Well, I can have, according to the packet, between 3 and 4 a day.
Yeah.
Now we're having it twice a day, once in the morning, one at night, when I first got it. And then I got a phone call, and it was practice manager from Doctor Surgery. And my name's Richard. I'm the practice manager. I said, oh, yes. He says, I see you got a nebulizer. I said, yes. Who issued that? So I said, district COPD nurse. Right. And who told you how much to use? So I says, would you believe district COPD nurse? What a stupid question. This is a bloody manager. That's the best they can do. They want to get over. Anyway, he says, how often are you using it? Twice a day. Right. Well, I think if you stop using it twice a day, because he says if you get worse, you've nowhere to go, have you, if you're on twice a day now? And I thought,
Yeah, see, because the body gets immune to it, doesn't it?
yeah, but I can go onto it 3 times a day and then 4 times a day if I need it. I've never used it 3 times in a day.
But they say
When they took me in hospital.
the more you use it, the more quicker the body gets immune to it.
Yeah, well, I'm still all right to be having it twice a day.
See,
And I
Mum,
don't even have it in the morning. I have it at bedtime.
she had the other one, I know, OPCD, and the other one. What's the other breathing difficulty one?
Asthma.
No, the other one, I can't think of it. To do with the lungs. She had 2 of them anyway, and she used to just take it overnight before she went to bed.
All right.
Just to get her asleep, basically, because her breathing was atrocious. But they told her the less you can use it, the better, believe it or not. So
I eat these.
What do you want me to do? Bleed and look at it?
I actually get through these like nobody's business. And if it weren't for a few friends on here, I wouldn't bloody manage, I'll tell you.
Yeah.
Managed to get 2 out of the doctor this last time I went to see her. In fact, no, I didn't go to see her. I were on phone for some reason. She phoned me. And I said to her about it. And I said, if it weren't for a friend of mine, I would be gone because there's not enough in one. I used to have 1 a month. I said, I've got to have it twice in the morning, twice at night in bedroom for when I get up when I go to bed.
Yeah.
And then it's got to last me the rest of the month. You've got to be kidding me. I've only got to walk from here to the lounge and I need it then straight away. Or from lounge to bathroom and I need it. I have got one in my craft room. Got one in bathroom, one in lounge and one in bedroom.
Yeah.
On the go all the time.
Yeah, it is when you got that disease, that lung disease, it's bloody.
Oh no, I mean I've told them. I thought they might put me on oxygen, but
it's so frightening. See, she wouldn't go on oxygen. She could have had a little mobile oxygen tank, but where she was fighting, she'd blow herself up because she was a smoker. You see, so
well, if I had to start with oxygen, I would give up smoking.
yeah.
I'd have no choice because the thing is, Harry smoked, so he'd have to come outside to smoke because he won't be able to smoke in house.
No, you can't do. Anyone who smokes can't be near the oxygen at all.
No. Now, my dad he did have an oxygen tank, but it were only as an emergency. He had a machine in house, in Orway, and it sort of, it was a bungalow, so it reached into the bedroom, into the lounge, into the bathroom, the only places he ever went, and he had a cannula on all the day and night, 24/7.
She had cut down, Lise. She's cut down very much. Annie has.
Yeah, I have a lot less than.
Yeah.
I mean, I weren't a heavy smoker. I've gone under 10 a day, so I don't think it's that bad.
No.
But yeah,
it's just what it is, isn't it?
it is. Yeah.
It's like Mum said, the damage has been done. Why should I give up?
Well, this is what I've said. You know, I mean, if I stop smoking now, I'm not going to get any better.
That's what she said. I'm on my way out.
And this is it. I know for a fact that. I mean, look how I got COVID in hospital. I reckon I did anyway. The only person that didn't do a COVID test on the way out was me. They tested all other 3 that were going home same day. They didn't test me. If they'd have tested me, they'd have kept me in. And boy, am I glad they didn't test me.
Yeah.
I couldn't have stayed in. I couldn't eat anything. I couldn't drink anything in the hospital. It was vile.
Yeah.
Mm.
It is. It's down to you. It's your body, your castle. Do what you like.
Yeah.
I ain't gonna be there. I'm not gonna sit there and point at the finger. You know what I mean?
No, I mean, yeah.
I mean, I wish you give up. Wish you give up. I say the damage's been done. It's too late.
Mm.
You know.
Yeah, I have when I have really good days where I don't smoke many at all. I might only have probably 4 or 5 a day. And if I can do that, I will do that. But if I'm feeling crap, which is quite often, you know, I might have a few more, but I don't smoke that many anyway. So,
Aren't you? Get on with it.
Yeah. So I don't know.
Yeah, as for TikTok, Lise, you want to get on it? I mean, it's, I think Cal's just hit 1,000. She said it only took her a couple of months.
Oh, Emma, bye-bye, Chuckle. Take care. You get some rest. You're going to need all the strength you've got when your daddy comes home.
Is her daddy in hospital then? Is her dad?
Yeah, he had a bad fall.
Oh, did he?
He broke his collarbone, fractured his collarbone and fractured his hip.
Oh.
In supermarket car park.
Oh, dear.
He had a fall. So, yeah, so he's in hospital. They took him in hospital. But they took him now. They've transferred him to Skeggy Hospital.
Oh, God.
And that's a long way for Emma to be driving with her mum and leaving dogs in house a long time. So they're not visiting.
Oh, she's at there for
special
treatment, I suppose, or better.
I think it's a speciality hospital, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, yeah.
So yeah, she's got a bit of a reprieve from her dad, but she's still got a mum to look after, of course.
Yeah.
But she didn't go to hospital on her own in car. She's frightened to death of getting lost. But you know, she says, my dad don't want me to go anyway because he knows it's a long way and we can't leave dogs on their own for any length of time. So bless her, she's still got her mum to care for, hasn't she? And I think she got herself all in a bit of a... I know he'll be okay. Yeah, he will. Don't you worry about him. You'll get your rest, miss. Oh, it's a community hospital, Trevor, she says.
Yeah, just say that.
So, yeah, so get your rest, missus. You've been warned. I'll just come up there and give you
TikTok, Lacey, TikTok is a great selling platform for crafters. If you want to sell on anything, TikTok is the best place. Build it up, get your followers in, put your link up to your website or Etsy shop, and away you go. You're done. They come to you that you will sell hand over fist.
Okay, Adrian, thank you ever so much, my darling, for coming to see me, even though you have changed your name.
Hi, Adrian. You've changed your name. You look well. You in your photo. You do.
I'm not going to be long anyway now, Adrian, because I'm getting ready for my nebulizer.
Yeah. I've got to finish this video and put it up tonight or tomorrow.
So, yeah, I've not even tried TikTok at all. Not even clicked on it to see.
Great selling platform, Annie, really is. Because what you do, you follow people follow you likewise. So whatever you're doing, say you're resin, you'll follow other resin.
Oh, I do. I always look for resin, not even on YouTube, but
and they follow you. But between, they've got their buyers, you see. So they're
few and far between on here now.
Resin make on TikTok, they come over to you and buy from you, and then it's a matter of selling on different. Just selling us. They love it. They love it. They absolutely it is good.
Yeah. I'm thinking about doing a few bits of needlework again. I don't mean cross stitch. I'm not very good at that. But you know, making me dolls and things. You know.
Yeah, I was picking up the crochet hook again, just something to do.
Oh, I've been doing some crochet down here.
I must get in contact with our Jen because she's going to do private videos for me.
Yeah, that would be handy for you, won't it?
Yeah, because I don't know.
I'm a visual learner with crochet, I'll be honest. You know, I have to watch it and follow how they do it when they do it.
Yeah.
I've got quite a few videos from YouTube that are good to follow, you know.
The problem with me, it's got to be left-handed crochets because I'm left-handed.
Well, most of them now on YouTube do both. You do a left-hand video and a right-hand video, and it'll tell you actually on when it's listed on your notifications that it's left-hand or right-hand.
But you know, Jenny Crochet diamond painting her.
Yeah.
Just had a cataract done, so I won't ask her yet. Bless her.
Yeah, when they told me that mine was starting, I thought, oh, great. But I think I've got some time to go yet before all happens serious.
Yeah. But it is I do like crocheting just to get lost in, you know what I mean?
Yeah, I do. I can actually crochet while I'm watching telly. It's about the only thing I can do while I'm watching telly. Because
I
you can't
can't do
still watch telly, or you stab your fingers too many times.
give me 2 knitting needles and they're stuck in the wall. I can't do that.
I don't mind knitting, but I prefer crochet. It's easier and quicker. You get a quicker result.
What, knitting?
Crochet.
Oh, crocheting, yeah, you do.
You're only
Yeah.
working with one stitch at a time.
No worries, Lise. Take care. Yeah, let us know.
All right, Lise. Take care, Chuck. We'll see you again soon. Get plenty of rest.
Hey, man, we go on the way this spring.
Pardon?
There's going to be a snowstorm just before spring, I've read somewhere.
Oh, it's a great.
Yeah.
I thought we were having a blizzard the other day here. It was blowing a storm up. It was snowing, it was sleet, really. And then it turned to hailstones. Oh, chuffing on, I'm glad I ain't got to go out.
Hailstone, Jesus, some of them are like golf balls.
Yeah. Oh, no, they weren't that big, but they were big. You know, they weren't, a pound on top of this roof in here because it's wood.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
You know,
has he finished that now, Harry?
It's finished it, but it started leaking again in my craft room, and it reckoned to have completely done all lot again. Garage is fine. Garage has stopped leaking. I've still got a leak in here, and it's developed a second one, and I said, oh, it's going to have to be coming down or something and redone again.
Is with water, it finds its own, doesn't it?
It does, yeah. I'd like it like pebbled asphalt.
Yeah, shingles on it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
It might be, Harry thinks it might be a bit heavy because it's wooden top.
Well, the thing is with shingles, you get the moss, and then that's when the heaviness starts coming, doesn't it?
Yeah, yeah.
You know, but I mean, the big old craft room you got there, Annie, isn't it?
It is. It's massive.
Yeah, I've seen
It's not
it.
functional the way it is at the minute, Trevor, because I can't use that bottom end. You know.
Yeah.
So I'm still cramped up at this end at the minute, but.
And
like Harry says, you're not getting any younger, you'll not be doing all that lot. He's right though.
I think but it's like all crafters, isn't it? You buy it because but you know what it's.
I mean, everything I've got, I've used at some stage.
Yeah.
I haven't just bought something to try it and not done it. Do you know what I mean?
No.
I might have bought something to try it and then not done a lot of it because I didn't like it, but at least I did have a go. I wouldn't do it if I hadn't, tried it at all.
I mean, it's lucky down this way for boot sales and craft fairs and everything like that. You know what I mean?
Yeah, you see, our craft fairs. We have craft fairs around here, but he's not bothered about taking me out to a craft fair because he knows I have issues getting about, walking, and he don't want to sit in a craft fair all afternoon while I'm doing. You know what I mean?
No,
so it's not an option for me.
No,
it used
would
to
have
be.
been years ago.
Yeah, it used to be. I mean, I've done car boots before and done all right, but I'm going back a few years. I got my mum here then and what have you. In fact, it was before we came here. It was when we were living in Dinnington, Northampton.
Are you collect?
You've just come in and we're about to go, actually.
Yeah. Get a nebulizer.
Yeah, I've got to go get my nebulizer on because
leave you and say
thank you, Trevor, for joining
my channel, and I'll speak to you all soon, guys. Thank you very much for having me on, Annie.
Bye, Trevor. Night, everybody. Take care. Leave us that thumbs up on your way out, please. And I'll speak to you all again next week. Bye for now.